big up Uncle Ray. Lost his eye, but I still got love for him. You know what it goes, man. No,
Yo, I can't.
Who's that jumping up the sky?
So you segued perfectly, bro. Let's talk about the stupid eye situation, fam. Because obviously, I was watching.
Over my uncle. They did him dirty.
Fam,
That's rude.
a man promised us. They promised us CGI. They gave us Nollywood, fam.
I would even say they gave us little man Poundland thing. It was a plastic eye, fam.
That eye was a sweet. That's a deal breaker. Hey, let's get into the obviously stream was first. Did everyone here watch it? Obviously, I was on the stream with.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I
watched the highlights afterwards.
Highlights is all I did, bro, because that's what they're getting from me, man. They've wasted too much of my time already, man.
Oh, V, I don't know why you keep on saying WWE. There's no other company.
Bro, I don't care what they've done in the past, bro. I talk about what's happening now. And
Even
what they're doing now.
Bro.
The only thing I rate is what's happening with Drew McIntyre, everything with MVP, and Sasha and Bailey. Everything else is dead, bro.
No, Strowman. I rate Strowman. That little rivalry, I like it.
Wait, you rate Braun Strowman?
Yes, I always rated Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Braun.
Yeah.
Reborn promo, so that's jumping in the lake, fam.
Braun Strowman's hard, fam.
It's long.
No, okay.
Okay, let me hear Blacks. Let me hear why you think Braun Strowman's hard.
Listen, yeah, people think that because Braun Strowman's just some tall guy, like he's not athletic. Bro, man can actually drop kick you, fam. Like when he had that little rivalry, Brock Lesnar, like everyone was shocked the way Brock Lesnar was getting tossed around. He placed the big man role perfectly, bro. Like he lifted up the Big Show easily and slammed him to the floor, fam. Yeah, this is a role of a big man. You see where I'm coming from? He's not the best big man ever, but he's one of the best right now.
I hear that.
Okay, ability-wise,
ability-wise, he can actually have a good match with anyone.
Yeah, ability aside.
You only got the role because Roman Reigns is sick, fam.
Okay, I agree with that. But ability aside, and I'm sure Versi will definitely agree with me. Have you seen, has his title reign been great?
Nope.
What do you mean by ability-wise?
No, ability aside, has his title reign been good?
Have you enjoyed this title reign?
To an extent.
Just say no.
Hey, that pause was a madness.
That was a long pause,
Because I had to think about it because it's like some good moments and there's been some...
Black.
Okay, let me ask another one. What has been the highlight of his reign? What's been the highlight of his reign?
His rivalry.
Because with Drew McIntyre, I'm not going to lie to you, as much as there's not been a crowd, and I feel like that's what's been peppering, because his reign has been sick, besides there not being a crowd. What has been the highlight of Braun's reign? I need to know.
Okay, what's been the highlight of Drew's reign then?
I'm just asking.
Fam,
his promos have been sick.
Give me one moment where you've been like, oh, this is amazing. This is like, give me one match or give me a moment.
The match with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, the match with Lashley. Besides, the finish was.
Let me tell you something, yeah. Things were going to heat up between Strowman and Otis, but that didn't conclude to where it was going to be.
Strowman and who?
Him and Otis.
Oh, what happened to Otis?
People forgot about that. Like, what worry? See, it's a controversial. I think it all just, But Strowman. I'm telling you, he's had a decent reign. It's just, I guess, people just don't like Braun Strowman. His rivalry.
Sam Blacks, you have not answered my question. What has been the highlight of this guy's reign?
We like Braun, but it hasn't been that great.
Yeah, because he hasn't had that much matches, to be honest with you.
Bro, it's not about that.
Wait, does Drew McIntyre have two heads? Drew McIntyre hasn't got two heads. He won the title the same night. He's won the title the same night.
Yeah, but how many matches has he had?
Who, Braun or Drew?
Weekly, bro.
Drew.
Drew's defended.
He's competed
against. He's defended against Buddy. He's defended against Big Show. He's defended against Bobby Lashley. He's defended against
Dolph
Ziggler.
And how many people has Strowman defended against?
What? The Miz and Morrison.
Miz and Morrison, yeah, that's it.
Miz and Morrison on the team.
Exactly. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like he hasn't been utilized as a champion to really extend his reign. So it's fine. That's why I'm like,
but
it's okay. Drew
McIntyre
McIntyre's been in. You see McIntyre all the time, fam.
Yeah, but you see Braun equally. They're the champions on their respective brands. But his matches have been trash, bro.
No, they've not been trash.
And his feuds have been trash. His
majority
what's one match that you can say since he's been champion that you've been like, yeah, that's a match I'll rewatch and that was sick.
Listen to me.
No.
Most of his matches were tag team matches. You're not really seeing him hit his potential. Okay, let me answer your question. Innit?
Mr. Controversial at his best. Let's go. Yes, it.
Fucking hell. You know what? None. Go on. None.
Cool. No, but you know what? That's good that you said that because it's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you get me. You
to an extent, anyway.
No, there's no extent. See, now you're making it for yourself.
But I said obviously, I said in the live stream before it got locked off. Yeah, whoever reported us, f them in it. But yeah, like
suck your mum.
Yeah, whoever reported us.
Hey.
Listen.
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 Whoever reported our account, yeah, suck your mum. Because
we were live streaming Extreme Rules. Everyone listen to this. We were live streaming Extreme Rules on Sunday morning. Bro, how can I go on the stream and it says our stream has been removed due to something we breached something? So I've gone on the email now. I've checked it and it's saying how someone's reported our thing as copyright or something reported it as violence or something like that, or hate speech. And I was like, bro, what did we do?
Allow it, man. That's something.
Someone's definitely come on our page and just like, yeah.
What do you mean, man?
Well, yeah. Even before, like I was saying before that, like I said, who did I say it to? I think I sent it to you the other way. I was like, I feel like the Drew reign, it's been alright, but I feel like if the crowd was there, if we had a crowd and stuff, like it would be better. Do you know what I mean? We need to see Drew like when the crowd is there. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree with you, but that's why I'm saying. But that's why I think, in my opinion, that's why it's been so powerful. But the fact that the only thing you're missing is the crowd, because his matches have been sick. His match with Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, the match with Bobby Lashley, even as short and annoying the moment.
The way he won it against Brock Lesnar was good as well. That made me happy. Yeah.
It made him a star, like instantly. Like he's been killing it, and with his promos, he's been killing it as well. That's to be honest, that's what I want for Braun. But I just feel like his thing. I like the feud with Bobby Lashley too. But the thing about Braun, like I said in the podcast last year, was that he never won the big one, and it just put a permanent stink on him. So by the time he won it, it was like,
Yeah, I agree. I feel like
top shot into the role.
Yeah. I feel like with Braun Strowman, he just needs to be heel, man. We got two champions that are baby faces right now.
Yeah. One of them needs to be heel.
Yeah, Strowman, he works better as a heel, if I'm being honest.
And also, guys, the way the title was, obviously, the way he won the title as well, and the way like obviously with Goldberg beating the Queen, kind of put a down on everything. Then Braun Strowman beating Goldberg put a down, like, you know what I mean? I just felt like it was just given to him in a way.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know what I mean?
It was consolidation.
Huh?
It was consolidation.
Yeah,
it was a consolidation prize. He was never meant to win it. It was like Roman wasn't here, so what else could we do? We're gonna give it to the next.
And guys,
we're gonna try to force it down people's throats.
There you go. If you remember as well about the promo, the whole thing was Goldberg and Roman Reigns, and then they waited to the very, very, very last minute that it was going to be Braun Strowman. Yeah. There was interaction between him and Goldberg. It just was, Braun Strowman was going to be fighting. So now Goldberg comes out, gets squashed. Cool, it makes a moment, but like it just felt so like, all right, well, let's keep gassing that Roman's a dealer in the last minute. And that just makes him look like that looks bad on him. You get me?
It does.
I feel like with Braun Strowman, he's just a transitional champion right now. They're saving him for when Roman Reigns comes back.
Yeah. But that's the problem. We don't know that because if the fans come back and the fans, you know what I mean? Because we like for me, I feel like wrestling is all based on the fans, like the fans' energy. If the fans love what Braun is doing in front of them, then obviously they're gonna root for that. They're gonna try and push that, like like proper. But we just have to see how the fans take him in it when he's in the arena and that. Do you guys agree with me, or do you guys feel like Just like, you know.
Yes, I get what you're saying, but then I do feel like online is a bit of an indication of like how people will truly feel, regardless of whether fans are there or not.
True.
And it just seems to be like the common consensus is nobody likes Braun. Like nobody's feeling this. Nobody's feeling this title reign, and it's like, is it his fault? Not necessarily, but is it due to how he's been pushed and how he's been booked? I guess so, because it's like Wesley said before, he should have won the title time ago.
Yeah.
It's only now that it seems like it's just been pushed down our throat. And like I said in the group chat before when we was talking about this something else, is like what WWE like to do is like they like to do is push like this stop and start push to the point where when they've now stopped pushing you, they now expect us to still care about you when you want to push them again. And it's like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It's not fair. And it's like it's not like nobody's high on Braun. Like everybody, like we were saying to Sam, Braun, like ability wise, Braun can put on a good match.
He can.
But at the same time, fam, nobody is invested. You know what I'm saying? WWE have done so much to kind of like just bury him and make him look like a joke. Like the whole tag team title thing with Nicholas, like, fam, that was a joke.
It looked like,
Also, and to add to that point as well, and that's another thing about this. The whole thing of like they have the mindset of break it down and then rebuild, but the rebuild takes so long to come that no one cares. Like if you think about, remember when everyone was high on Dolph Ziggler? From around 2011 all the way to like 2016, everyone wanted to win the big one. He had all these six matches. By the time he had a moment, you kind of want to tell you like, oh, it's Dolph. Like you can still put on a sick match, but now you're just like the investment level is so low that if you see him go into a feud for a championship, you're like, he's not gonna win. He's just there to fill a feud. And I feel like Braun hit that territory.
Yeah, no, go on, bro. Carry on.
Yeah, he hit the territory, and again, I feel bad for Braun because he showed a lot of promise when he first broke out. When he first broke out of the White family, and he had a feud with Roman Reigns, the first one, and everyone was invested. But again, they took too long. He lost every single match against Brock, and even when Brock would fight him, he would make him like a dickhead, bro. Punch him in the face, knock him out. He'll in the Royal Rumble when he was like kept kneeing him. It was like this is a big man. And it wasn't like booked like a Big Show versus Brock Lesnar feud like back in the day. It was just like this is big doofus guy. He's gonna keep knocking him out. So that became like, all right, well, he's an idiot, man.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Go on, we're listening.
The only downside is like when he started doing all this mixed tag team with Alexa Bliss and all this shit with Nicholas. But besides that, bro, he was the only guy that really tested Brock and Samoa Joe that really gave him a fight. The punch in the face was because of the knee in the face. Okay, cool. But Braun was fucking physical, mate. Obviously, they made him into a joke, innit? Bro.
Hi, this is the Superior Cypriot Theodoros, and you are listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast.
Obviously, his reign hasn't been the greatest, but I just respect Braun Strowman as an overall. So I respect his reign, innit? Obviously, McIntyre, his reign's been extraordinary. You know what I mean? I can't argue with that at all. So yeah, McIntyre's definitely got a better reign.
I think I think Braun's reign is close to Jinder Mahal's reign.
To be honest, yeah. I'm gonna say
I think it's that close.
I'll be dead real with you. I can't say nothing on that topic there because sometimes I wasn't rushing too tough. I didn't really see Jinder Mahal. I probably got to go back and watch it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, speak of stuff.
No, Jinder's, and the thing is, as much as I feel like Jinder's is one of the worst, I still feel like Jinder's is better than Braun's reign. But that's just my opinion, isn't it? Anyone else could. If anyone's got a different opinion, or if maybe there's a worse reign than Jinder's that maybe is close to Braun's, then go ahead. Okay. But I do feel like Braun is probably close to being one of the worst. Which Kane reign?
Not Braun.
His first one.
His first one's only.
Yeah, but
his first reign. What year are we talking? Like what?
98.
Wait.
It was the first blood match.
It was only one day, fam.
First blood match. Yeah. Is that against Storm?
There was more. I'm not even trying to make like I'm getting onto Braun, but like at least you remember that. Like what do you remember from Braun's reign other than what the green goo that thrown him back? Like him knocking over a van because he's facing two joke characters. Like I don't know. Like I just don't. At least with Jinder, and
Morrison
this is me.
but I get what you're saying.
With Jinder's reign, like I was gassed just because it was different. I didn't enjoy it,
Yeah,
being honest.
that's it.
But
Yeah,
but he had a dominant win over
Yeah.
Randy Orton twice, and even Shinsuke at the time as well. And then he lost it, and his best match was the match he lost, which was against AJ. So there was at least a good rise, a beginning and end. The middle was bad, because all I want for Braun is just I don't know, man. And he just is.
Do you think it could be potentially to do with like the roster as well? Because
Yeah, I would
Drew's
say that.
got, not to say that SmackDown's got a weak roster, but I'll say that Drew's got competitors where it's like, oh, okay, he's got threats. Whereas with like SmackDown, as much as I'm not watching it, I'm still keeping an eye on it. It seems as if the mid card, or what they're building as the mid card, seems to be where the stars are. So you've got stars, the Intercontinental Champion, you've got Daniel Bryan, Gulak, Matt Riddle, that are really focused on the mid card. Whereas with the people that are on the top of the top that are challenging for the Universal title, there doesn't seem to be that many people. That's why you've got people like the John.
It's like it's mad because they have people there, but like you said, they're not fake. They're not in contention. Like you've AJ, but he's the Intercontinental champ. You've got people like Jeff Hardy, but he's on the feud with Sheamus. Even Sheamus versus Braun would be a good match. Biggie, he's lost the title.
I'm trying to say he hasn't been
Matt Riddle. There's even Shinsuke again, Kofi, but again, the people he's feuding with, like he's just locked into the wrong people. I just think the Miz and Morrison thing just made it come off as like a kicky thing. That was
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That main event card for SmackDown is not stacked at all. Like I don't know. I actually don't know who's in the SmackDown main event. The mid card is much better than the main event.
Is it fair to say that SmackDown's very intercontinental and tag team based rather than championship based?
I wouldn't say that.
Right now.
So again?
Go on, Blacks?
Yeah, go on, Blacks.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because in Raw you've got Street Profits, you've got Angel Garza, Andrade, you've got what was it? Viking Raiders. You see where I'm coming from? So there is a tag team, how can I say it, system in Raw. There is. But yeah, you could argue and say that SmackDown definitely has, but yeah.
I'll
say it's mainly based right now on the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
The big players like Bryan and AJ Riddle, these are fighting for it. No one's coming after Strowman for some weird reason.
Yeah, exactly. You get what I mean? No one's the only person. Wait, who's come right about now? It's only like obviously we don't know if Strowman is even still the WWE champion.
No, he is because they went for the title. It was a non-title.
It wasn't for the title.
Yeah, it's non-title.
Oh, I thought it was a title match. You sure?
No.
Do you want to facts and energy?
Facts and energy is my chest, bro.
Okay, cool.
Strowman might come back as a heel.
Yeah, is that true?
I think it's gonna be SummerSlam. The Fiend's gonna take it because it'll be a whole year since he changed to the Fiend. I think he's gonna win the title.
Yeah.
Because just like what we discussed, if Braun was to win the feud, where does he go? Everyone else is feuding for the IC title. There's no way for him to. Elias comes back and he feuds them. Like, there's not really.
You know what? If Braun comes back, I think they should just align him with the Fiend.
As in like a tag team partner was like
you see how Murphy is to Seth Rollins. I think they should make Braun Strowman that way to Bray Wyatt again, but not really like a tag team, just like
like a sidekick or something.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that like take Braun back? Like wouldn't that set Braun back then? Because obviously he's worked his way out of that for him to go back into it. Or would it be a case of him just developing his character again?
Okay, you got a point there.
The thing is, the only way I wouldn't know how that would work only due to the new Bray Wyatt character. If it was his old school character, then yeah, I'd get it because he could more or less like resurface the White family. But because now he's got that new quirky children's kind of like game show kind of Bray Wyatt, it's a matter of, okay, cool, how would Braun fit into that kind of system? So I don't know if that will necessarily work because, I mean, then it will now have Braun looking like a joke again, as opposed to that character like where it really fits Bray Wyatt, because it's like a creepy character in a sense. Whereas with Braun, if he was to kind of go to that character, for me, it's a bit like, I don't know how that will work for him.
Cool. Quick question, yeah. On the topic, obviously talking about Bray and that, yeah. Are you lot content with this new? Are you content with Bray's new character? What, like, everything that's been happening so far? Are you content?
I am, because now it feels like, you know, like Three Faces of Foley.
Yeah.
You know, Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Mick Foley himself. I feel like we've gotten to that stage now with him where the Fiend is the Mankind, I guess. Well, I don't want. I'm not going to compare them, but there's a sense of like the Fiend is like the final one, but then Bray Wyatt himself is just the game show kind of happy-go-lucky one, and then Bray Wyatt classic, the Swamp one, the Wyatt family version, and then there's him, because this character gives him that much liberty that he can just like change dimensions. Yeah, so it doesn't feel goofy or forced. So right now, I do like it. I do like it. It feels more fleshed out now.
Yeah,
definitely.
I agree. You know what it is? I agree, because obviously I was reading like a few things on Reddit in it, and a lot of people were saying how they weren't happy with it because they feel like Bray could be much more creepier and stuff. But I feel like a lot of things in WWE should be rushed. That's how things fuck up. So I'm happy the way, you know, things are rolling with Bray right now. And one thing that really did mess up was I was so confused, and obviously Mandem can obviously, if you've watched Extreme Rules, that like the ending of the swap match, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
So obviously Bray pulled in Braun. Braun was then like dropped. He went to the ocean, and we never swim again. Next you know, Bray comes out. I mean, the Fiend comes out, and he goes, "Let me in," and we don't know what's happened next. Like, do you guys want to predict and like, you know, let me know what you guys got in mind for what's gonna happen next with Bray and Braun?
No, you guys go first.
The Black Sheep might come out.
The Black Sheep. They teased it bears though. They teased it bears in the match though.
Yeah, they
also teased Sister Abigail as well. But Sister Abigail was what's her name again? I forgot her name, bro. Alexa Bliss, yeah.
That's a word.
I mean, the thing is, I don't actually know what the Black Sheep is. Like, what is it? Because if we're real,
him in the White
it's not like Braun Strowman was actually good. Yeah, no, I get that, but I mean, what was the significance of it? It's not like he wasn't good in the White family. Like, he was just starting out. I don't think he didn't break out till he left. So I mean, like, I get the whole teasing of the Black Sheep, and it kind of shows like his allegiance to the White family. But really and truly, that why is that a threat to Bray? He was the worst wrestler in the White family at the time. So for me, it's like, I feel like the same thing that happened to AJ Styles is going to happen to him. He's just going to come back and everything's going to be normal.
I saw Braun as an enforcer though when he was part of the White family. Is that the same thing you lot saw?
No, yeah, he was an enforcer.
It's more like a henchman that's going to come back in. So he didn't really have a say that much.
Yeah, but then that's why I'm asking, like, what was the Black Sheep? Like, what does it actually like represent? Like, what was like? Because with or without him, the White family would have been successful.
Of course.
It's not like he came and then he was just like the best
game changer. Yeah.
He wasn't a game changer. That's the reason Undertaker didn't want to face him at WrestleMania, because he was crap. He was trash, fam. He was trash. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like what happened to AJ Styles after the graveyard match is going to happen to him. He's going to turn up on SmackDown.
That.
You got me. I'm back.
I'm back, nigga. Got a haircut and everything. Alright, cool. What else? Oh yeah, guys. I think the best match of that whole pay-per-view on the real was that Sasha versus Asuka match. What a match, bro. That match was cool. I think that's my favorite match.
I've been watching Sasha for like the past, I'd say about 2 months, yeah. I've always fucked with Sasha. I've always said she's one of the greatest women wrestlers of all time, yeah. But the way she's just turned up these last couple matches have been nuts on SmackDown. If you watch the detail, it's just crazy. I'm like, how is she just She's just doing it with ease now.
She's improved. She's improved. Facts. She's improved.
It's normal to her now. Like,
Yeah.
I was thinking, man, she's amazing still.
Yeah. I agree, fam.
Even Bailey, I'm starting to like Bailey's persona, man. Her entrance music is cold. Both of theirs.
Yeah. I'm beginning to like the both of them together as well. Like the whole, I like how like crafty and like snaky they are, and I'm liking. Yeah, I'm just liking what they're doing at the moment, innit? They're really saying some stuff right now, man. Is that the same with you, man? Obviously, I think off there, Laps wasn't feeling it, but yeah, let me know what you think, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna apologize for all the times I cussed Sasha on the podcast.
You know, we got to put that clip in here. I remember what you said on one podcast. I forgot what episode.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I still feel like she's slightly a sloppy wrestler. Like the way she bumps annoys me because I feel like she wants to injure herself.
She hasn't bumped in a while though.
I'll have to double check.
But, double check that.
I'm not gonna lie, Sasha. God forgive me if I bust, man. I'm invested. Hey, Sasha, I'm invested. I'm sorry. I'm invested in Sasha Banks. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the pairing of her and Bailey have been amazing.
Yeah, sick.
I'm so happy that they're gonna break up for SummerSlam. I'm so happy that they have to bump heads, and it has to happen.
How would they bump heads? Like, how would you write it? Like, what's the best way to do it?
You're asking.
Anyway, just open for it.
What I thought was gonna happen was you see how was that?
They lose the tag team titles.
No, I said I'll start off with the tag team titles. That can be one.
One of the things they bump heads in, yeah.
Yeah, no, just miscommunication for the tag team titles.
What I thought was gonna happen, or what could happen, because she's stolen the belt from Asuka now. I thought if you stretch out a little bit, it can just be miscommunication where, like, I don't know, Sasha helps Bailey to retain her title in one match, and then Bailey tries to help Sasha, but she flops it, so then she loses the title, and then you see Sasha getting vexed, but she lets it go, and then just like Dale said, the same thing happens again, but it's the tag team titles this time, so she keeps flopping it, and then but then there's one. Do you remember back in 2005, in New Year's Resolution, the Elimination Chamber, when they were building between Triple H and Batista? Remember when they're beating up, and then he got pinned, and then in the corner you can see Triple H about to get up, and he went, "Nah, leave it." You let him get pinned, then I can see something like that kind of happening where, I don't know, like maybe it's a tag team one, or maybe it's for the other title one, and she kind of just Bailey, the most selfish one, kind of like, "Nah, you don't need it. Like, it's my time to shine," kind of thing. But then Sasha only clocks it through like some sort of replay, and then the seeds build. But there has to be like a legit jealousy for them to like explode. Yeah, if it's a slow burn, I see it being a sick one. If they rush it, we've been waiting years for this, bro.
Yep.
We're waiting for the rematch for years.
Oh yeah, speaking about obviously staying on that topic as well, the match was good. But the New Day lost their titles as well against Nakamura and Cesaro. Mandem, is it time for New Day to split up? What do you lot think?
Nah.
I don't say split up. I just feel like it should be a thing where they just support Kofi again to go back into the main event, man, like they did before. But do you think it's time for a new member like Big E to step up then?
Nah.
Well, no, honestly, yeah, I would say that actually. I can see that Big E has mad potential. I can see them kind of digging him up
so much.
Even
from the first time he even landed, even from the first time he even showed his face on our screen, when I saw him with Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee, fam, I was like, fam, this guy looks heavy, fam. Looks serious. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I do. Yeah, for my answer is I feel like it's time for another member to step up and then to push another member. I don't know how long Xavier Woods is out for, but yeah,
Big E, 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
They shouldn't split up though. One thing they shouldn't do. They shouldn't split up. They shouldn't just go their own way. It shouldn't be a thing where one of them turns heel and they go off and do their madness. I feel like another member should step up and try and collect a big singles belt. Yeah.
I like that. I do like that. Yeah.
I do.
And what else happened in Extreme Rules? Which, guys, Mandem. I think we touched on it lightly, but the Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio match, man.
You man talk about it, man.
I mean, result aside and the
actual match,
GFX aside, graphic all the whatever they added at the end.
Yeah.
I think it was a solid match. I enjoyed the
Yeah,
match a lot.
yeah.
It was a solid match.
I
There
agree.
was bare Nollywood that was happening, but I mean, there was a lot of people. Watching Brian Alvarez, he's got a podcast. He kept saying that people trying to do headlocks and rest holds to take out an eye, and it's like, bro,
But it's a wrestling match, though. It's a
And you're
wrestling match.
it's like a ladder match. It's like a ladder match.
Ladder
While
match,
they're
yeah.
climbing a ladder straight away to get the belt. You're fighting to wear your opponent down until it's like, bro,
You're able to take it out.
Don't get me. The thing is, I read up that Vince McMahon didn't like the ending, so they edited it. The match wasn't live; it was pre-recorded.
Oh yeah. Well, the whole event was pre-recorded, or just a match?
Yo, it's Anafi here, and you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast by the Mandem for the Mandem. Blah blah blah.
No, I think just that match.
Okay.
The other matches were live, but that match was pre-recorded. And then Vince McMahon didn't like the ending, so they cut a bit off. That's why we don't really see like. Because remember when we was watching it live, a lot of us didn't actually see. A few of us.
Yeah, because when. Do you remember when we watched it live? Yeah, we saw him put his eye into like the steel cage thing. Yeah, the next thing you know, it cut to Rey Mysterio on the floor and Seth Rollins vomiting, and I was like, "Wait, what? Did it actually happen?" We didn't know if it happened or not. Do you guys?
We didn't know if it happened,
like, what did you man see that? Like, we didn't see nothing in it, but overall, in terms of wrestling ability wise, it was a good match.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view, like wrestling wise, it was a solid pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of the better pay-per-views I've seen this year from WWE.
Solid but confusing, I'll say. Solid but confusing.
Yeah.
Confusing in terms of like, you know, what used to happen next and stuff. But yeah, it was alright. It was good. Couldn't say nothing bad about it. Guys, is it fair to say Impact's making the impact again?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you enjoy Slammiversary?
Slammiversary?
I didn't watch it, but I did check up on it. I'm happy to see Heath, my guy Heath.
Heath is looking jacked right now.
Yeah.
He's looking ench. So I'm happy to see that. It's very cool. I think Blacks would agree to see the Moxie machine guns.
Yeah, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. Woo!
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was a good link-up.
I mean, it's mad that Alex Shelley also linked up with Kushida to do Time Splitters.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So he's in two reunions in the same year. That's mad.
Oh shit. Okay.
Good to see the Good Brothers in there. EC3. I get why he went there. And he's looking like he's got a point to prove. So I think I said it in the chat. I said I'm happy for Impact, but me personally, the reason why I don't watch it is because Josh Matthews on commentary.
Yeah. What's everyone's
like,
gripe?
It's like it's the shit, bro. It's too much, man.
See everyone complaining about him on social media. Everyone's like, "Oh, Josh Matthews does too much. He takes over the whole match." But for me, it's like I was saying off air. I know Mandem won't agree with me, but I want to say how I feel in it. So I feel like Impact is more easier to watch than AEW. I feel like AEW is a bit more. Every time I watch AEW, it feels like I'm watching a pay-per-view. With TNA, I like the backstage stuff. I like how the matches go. Like the match is a bit more fluid. Do you get what I mean? There's knee slapping in there, but it's not that much knee slapping. You guys get where I'm coming from? Or am I just being...
No, I get you on that.
No, you're right. Because the thing with Impact has already had that process of being TNA.
Yeah.
So they've understood the mechanics of how things go. They've kept with the times. Only thing is, like I said, they just took a big L, which obviously lost their popularity in the wrestlers at the time. But their match flow has always been up to that high level in terms of, how can I say it, for it to be on TV in a way.
Yeah.
But AEW is just a bit like, it's just scruffy. It's all over the place. I don't even watch AEW. I think that's X, man. I don't think
it's not scruffy still.
You know what? With AEW...
What, you don't think it's scruffy?
No, it's not scruffy still.
No,
Well,
I mean,
I agree. There's way too much knee slap, and every match feels like it's a 20-minute epic, which
it feels like a pay-per-view. Do you get what I mean?
But, yeah. But there's still a lot of moments where there's still a few, like most of Cody's matches have a pace that you can just watch. FTR have matches with a good pace. And even like little moments like Matt Hardy, and there's a few things, but I do agree with you where like every match feels like it's just PWG, like crazy, like, you know, we've all said about the kind of Canadian destroyers are just getting out of hand.
Canadian destroyers, ban it, please. Ban it. No more, please.
Like, you can't be doing that madness and you kick out at 2.
Kick out at 2. There's even someone I've seen one supposed to kick out at 1 from.
What's crazy is that's someone's finisher. That's actually Adam Cole's finisher, and they're making people kick out at 2.
Canadian Destroyer, ban it, bro.
It was Pete Williams finished way back, and he would finish people. And now he's just sitting there like, what's going on? I swear one time he tweeted, he was like, guys, like, what's going on?
When Petey hit that Canadian Destroyer on anyone, it's lights out, bro.
Yeah.
In the X division, it is lights fucking out. Done.
So I'm not gonna lie. You see, whenever they hit the Canadian Destroyer, someone needs to be sending money to Petey Williams' account. He needs to get paid.
He needs some residuals, fam.
He needs
some residuals.
Man said PRS.
Trust me, PRS. You need it, fam.
Well, he needs it.
Trust me, even if it's a backyard wrestling thing and someone does it, bro, he needs that PRS, fam. Big him up, fam. I like that move. That move is slightly come to change the game, fam.
Bro, that move
has changed the game.
I feel like the reason why everyone does that move now is because people know how to take it. Before, it was just like, back in the day, no one knew how to maneuver that kind of move in it because it was so unique.
Yeah.
So now that everyone knows how to take it and they're like, oh, it's kind of pretty easy, you see it so often now.
Everyone's rinsing it.
Yeah.
Even to the point where, like, I think one thing that annoyed me about the Canadian Destroyer and AEW recently was when it was Jurassic. What they called again? Jurassic. What have you called it?
Jurassic Express.
Jurassic Express. Yeah. Fam, they were holding. What's his name? I think it was Matt. I don't know if it was Matt or Nick. What was his name?
They're holding Nick.
They're holding him, bro. They're holding him for time.
And Matt was holding him as well.
It was holding him as well.
Yeah, that was the one that felt way.
Yeah. When I saw that one, I was like, yeah, this is too much, man.
When the move is too scripted, like even for example, when people are outside of the ring and after they're fighting, they see the man's gonna do a suicide dive. Everyone's like this. It's like, bro, like I'm sure
you see Bobby Lashley. God bless Bobby Lashley, because you see what he done recently on Raw.
What did he do?
When Cedric Alexander Ricochet, he grabbed both of them.
Oh yeah.
He was looking at both of them before. It's not like he was looking at Ali waiting for it, because what it is, a lot of these people, they anticipate the move as opposed to like just making it seem as if like
it's seamless.
Then, you know what I'm saying? Whereas he's grabbed them too. He's grabbed both of them, and then out of nowhere, he's looked up and he's seen Ali run into him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like little things like that is when you really appreciate wrestling.
Yeah.
Like,
it feels seamless. Yeah. It doesn't feel edited. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's forced or it's been, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Now that's that, fam. Yeah. That on the whole, like that. When I saw that clip, or even I think I double checked live. I can't remember. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is dead, man. Like, the whole thing of waiting for a move is like, come on. I'm not with it, man.
They need to stop that. They need to leave that in this year. If I'm being wrong, man.
They do, man. They do.
See it too much. It's mad. I rate WWE though, because you don't see that move a lot in WWE at all.
Bro, you're telling a lie.
Nah, but let's be real
here. Let's be real here. There was a moment.
Canadian Destroyer in WWE.
I think it was best of 5. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. Every single match. I think we even predicted it. Was like, listen, there's going to be a Canadian Destroyer 5 minutes into the match.
And he's going to kick out 2.
Fam, exactly, kicked out 2. And I think it was all of us are baffled. I was like, wow, WWE allowed Canadian Destroyer.
John Cena,
you know man. So, bro, like WWE, they rinse out, but not the one thing they rinse out right now is the knee slaps and all that sort of stuff. But obviously NXT influenced that, innit? I feel like, but yeah.
John Cena, Canadian Destroyer, innit?
Again?
John Cena done a Canadian Destroyer, innit?
Nah. John Cena done a sunset.
He done a sunset flip.
He done a sunset flip.
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
He's done the Canadian Destroyer to Kevin Owens as well.
No, he's done a sunset flip.
No, sunset flip.
No, I'm telling you anyway.
Facts and energies.
Facts and energies, bro.
It was a sunset flip.
My energy's low because, I'm having this, the bit of the sticky icky. But what I'm trying to tell you is, facts, bro. John Cena, Destroyer.
Bro. If you type it in Google, we'll say, "Did you mean?"
If Supine Smokey was here, he would have lost his head.
He would have lost his head. Okay, wait.
It wasn't going
to be.
You're trying to call him.
You done a code red.
I can't see on you. I'm sorry, Blacks, man. You're gonna have to bring some facts and energy into this, bro.
2 seconds, man.
I can't you gotta get that SmackDown signal coming up. Shoot, facts and energies, bro. We need that, bro.
Isn't it? Hold on.
Yeah, Mandem. Obviously, before, I mean, like a month ago, was it a month? Can we say a month ago, beginning of this month? I can't remember the date proper. Serious allegations and like madness came out about wrestlers in UK, mainly from what I saw on my timeline, and a few wrestlers in the US about sexual abuse and all this sort of stuff. I know it's crazy times right now, but do you guys want to shed some light on it or discuss it?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but remember the guy, we got Travis Banks on our team, right?
Yeah, we did. We had Travis Banks doing our intro, and he showed us.
Yeah, and he was one of the people that was accused.
Yeah.
From what I can recall. That's a bit. That one, I didn't, because there was so many. Because the ones I remember more was from America, with the whole thing with Joey Ryan. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was nice.
And he's tried to put out like something and.
I want our video, right?
Yeah, I'm like, well, you know, I'll check it in my own time. I will. I want to hear both sides. But the one about UK, there was like who else? There was Jimmy Jacobs, El Ligero.
Ligero, yeah.
Ligero.
Jack Swagger. Not Jack Swagger, sorry. Jack Gallagher.
Gallagher. So
that one,
yeah, man, that was completely techie, and I, you know me, I'm completely frown upon anything of that matter.
Yeah,
so I'm sure you guys were the same. But what I would say is, what were your thoughts and how did you feel after hearing that about? You don't have to talk about it, but about
me, I would say, because obviously, at the time there was also another list that went out with some peeps from the UK and stuff. But it's a very sensitive subject, so I hate to say it. I don't want to be the person to say this, but obviously I want to but I want to, until the thing is concrete and stuff, until the feds have obviously dealt with it, that's when I feel like people are allowed to speak on it and say some, like, say, you know, say what they want to say on it. But as for now, I feel like a lot of people just like wanted to come across. But a lot of people just saying, cool, we're done. And we're deleting all our videos that we're working with him. We're doing this one stuff. We're just completely removing him his existence from everything without it being dealt with. Do you know what I mean? Am I sounding mad by saying that?
No, you're not sounding mad. Oh.
No. You want to see the whole thing out.
Yeah, I want to see it out before I make my own judgment on it.
Yeah.
Until things have been dealt with, then yeah. Because yeah, it is very mad, and it is like a few of the wrestlers that we, you know, that's been on there is like wrestlers that we've personally worked with or personally that we've like been in touch with and stuff. So I don't want to obviously, you know, say anything until it's fully cemented in that.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. What do you man think? Is that?
I feel like I'm actually in the same position. I don't really want. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Yo, can you not hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I was saying I'm in the same position. I don't really want to make a quick judgment without really seeing that there's been progression, obviously with law enforcement and all of that. Basically, I just don't want to be too quick to judge and take sides in it. Obviously, it's a mad situation, but I just don't want to. I don't want to be reactive right now. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to analyze and see on what's happening, and then I'll be able to make my own judgment as well. Obviously, it's still a mad situation, but I don't want to, you know, just be reacting because everyone else is reacting.
No, facts.
I'd say for me, as opposed to like, I would say for me, I'm just more happy that people have been able to kind of like speak out and just be able to pluck courage, because it's like, regardless of like, you know, whether we hear two sides or not, let's be real, a lot of this stuff isn't something, it's not easy to just be able to just say like, it's not something, it's not easy for you to just come to
let's put out there first. It's not easy for you to come out and say this stuff.
Yeah, it's not easy for people to, it's not easy for people to come out and say this. And, you know, I feel like as men, I feel like we just need to be, like, I get it, like, we want to be able to hear two sides, but then at the same time, it's like, I see a lot of people saying stuff like, if if this is the case, go to the police, rare, and it's like if we keep it a buck and the stats are there, how many people that go to the police? It's rare it's rare that a lot of people it's rare that it goes further, and it's rare that a lot of people are actually like being falsely claimed for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There's a few people have come out and said that, listen, this happened to them in the past. They just waited it out, and then obviously when they're able to speak their truth, they spoke their truth. And then like for me, I don't like the fact that if you are wrongly implicated, you're going to be guilty till proven innocent. And for me, I don't necessarily like that. But at the same time, this is just where it is now. You get what I'm saying? This is literally where it is. And it's like, it's not the nicest thing, but a lot of the people that have been implicated are wrong-uns. You get what I'm saying? And fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them, man. Yeah. The man that aren't, fuck them niggas. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like...
But all means, like, obviously, with what I'm, like, obviously, just to reiterate what I'm saying is that, like, for me, like, I feel like, I don't want to hear, like, both sides, so I just want to hear things have been dealt with. And I know it's very hard for you to go to the police. The whole getting the police involved is very techy as well. But if like, some of the stuff has been, like, like, gone over and things have been done right and all that sort of stuff, then that's when it allows me, do you know what I mean? That's when I can say, cool, my man's done. Like, for example, like that R. Kelly situation or like whatever, what's been of recent that have been that I can say?
Cosby? The last couple of years.
Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein situation. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's more, like I wanna be educated on it fully before I start making my full. Do you know what I mean?
No, I definitely get you.
If there's evidence, one thing I've said as well, that if there's concrete evidence in it, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, wow, no, that guy's wrong, then it's done. Do you know what I mean? But if there's no,
I think what you're getting at as well is because you're basically saying what they were saying as well. Like you understand it's hard to come out. So first things first, before even being like, oh, that ain't true, very. You're still like, well, first things first. The fact that you had the courage to say it has to be respected and has to be considered at least. So you will see all the reactions. Guy like me, I watch and I see it, and I will still wait. But I'm like, well, if it came out suddenly, then it must have been there for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's people backing it, and I watch what other people are saying. Like, well, yeah, I realize that. Of course, you got to weigh it out, see what happens. But just like Dale and what you're saying is, you will make your personal like decision when all the facts are out. But at the initial case, you're like, well, when there's smoke, there's fire. Pretty much, that's the whole thing.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Feel like the industry right now, like I said, it's booky, innit? Do you know what I mean? Shout out Roy Johnson as well. Do you know what I mean? I know he's been, advocating for not allowing any of it to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Big up Roy Johnson.
Do you know what I mean? I'm seeing Pete Dunne and other wrestlers, speaking up on it as well. But I think it's just disgusting, man. Like, all right, I understand the wrestling industry is a male-dominant, place, and you have to kind of kiss people's asses, but that's not the way to do things. Like, I heard stories that I can't even remember what wrestler it is now, but a female wrestler was complaining about the geezer apparently was following her to the toilet and all shit like this. And
man,
you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's sickening.
No, honestly, I feel like in a place of work and like, especially in your profession, like no one should be going through that. No one.
No, very true.
Fair. People should be protected, like in their environment and even in their profession. No one should be having to like hide themselves or like having to act a certain way just because this guy is so. Do you know what I mean? So, man, that's all wrong, man. It's all disgusting. Like, yeah, I think even you, you sent me one. I think you sent me one statement that girl wrote about Joe Ryan or what's the other guy I forgot this guy's name that fought Water. What's his name? I didn't want to mention my man's name, but
David Starr.
David
Starr,
I saw some statement from him and it was just mad. Like, do you get what I mean? It was just mad how things, what he done and stuff, innit? So yeah, no one should have to go through that, man. And big up to all the people that obviously came out and spoke out as well. We're with you, and yeah, man, things will be right. Do you get what I mean? We're just praying that things will be right.
Hi, this is the Superior Cypriot Theodoros, and you are listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast.
Mandem, Ask Wrestling. What are we saying? You got any questions?
Yo, where the questions at?
Let me see.
If moving shy, they don't know that we're back.
I think we've got one. Wait, I've got a question from Cause. Wait, where's that question? I'm trying to find it. Cool. Cause, yeah. He obviously asked us any thoughts on what Booker T said about Naomi. And if you haven't heard it, this is what he said about Naomi here. Let me try and find it for you. So obviously, okay, let me a bit of background on it. Naomi, there was like a hashtag going around this week because Leo Rush said some stuff. Some of the stuff, majority of the stuff he said, I fully agree with. And yeah, this one of the things he said was about Naomi saying that how WWE should give her a better chance. Like she smashed it. She came in the Royal Rumble, she done her thing, she smashed it, but nothing came from it. Do you get? Obviously, we know as wrestling fans that a lot of these wrestlers become big because of moments. Do you get what I mean? And it's like that was a moment there for WWE to take her on and push her. So obviously there was a hashtag that was created saying give Naomi a chance. And Booker T's obviously opinion on it was not taken. Obviously a lot of the people like listen to it were like weren't happy with what you're saying. But guys, let me know your thoughts. I'll play it now on it for you. So
we saw this stuff going on social media Friday about Naomi.
Give Naomi. Naomi deserves a chance.
Right.
They could go to hell with all these hashtags. but I'm tired of hearing about them. As far as you don't nobody deserve a chance. All right. First and foremost, you got to earn your chance, your spot on the roster. This is not some kind of movement to just pull somebody up just because. I hate to sit here and say this, you know what I mean, and talk this way because I like Naomi. But as far as, you know, the business goes, you get it on your merit alone. That's it. It's no buddy systems. And I know somebody's going to.
Okay, cool. Let's stop that. Guys, he said that you earn it. That you have to earn it. I think she has earned it. That Royal Rumble performance alone, the pop that she got, was one of the most viewed videos on their YouTube channel.
Bro, you have to understand. There was people that weren't even wrestling fans. There was women who were just
celebrities, like big celebrities.
Were like, yo.
Bro, there was big celebrities that were saying, "Wow, this is sick." Who the hell was Naomi? Do you get what I mean?
Exactly. That was viral, fam. And you're saying she has to earn it, like, fam. She was gone for so long. She came back, and that happened. Like, they've done nothing with her since she's come back, and she's doing dickhead like karaoke things, fam. Of course, they're gonna say give her a chance because from that one moment, like you said, Nafi, that it's about moments, and that moment we're still talking about it now because we all saw it, witnessed it, and for Booker to say that, it's tone deaf, man. Not for you.
Mr. Controversial as usual. Yeah. I agree with Booker T though to an extent. You have got to earn it. I personally don't really think that she has earned it. Like she's already had her chance. She's become champion. Know her reigns. She's boring. She's boring at promos. I don't get gassed by her promos. Her brand is good. Her costume is good. Her entrance is good. Her in-ring performance can be a bit better. It's not as fluent.
No, but obviously his point was this year. Like
but everyone's saying give Naomi a chance. What? No,
chance? But I mean, Go on. I hear your point.
She's hit the top. So, like, what more do you want? What, do you want her to be champ? What, like Becky Lynch? Like, what? Yeah. What's the angle here?
No, this
What I personally want is this. For example, what I've gathered from the years of watching wrestling is that when Mandem get a moment like that, when people get moments like that where things just go big or they say something and it just goes viral, like, for example, John Cena when he first came out, with this whole hip-hop attire and all that sort of stuff. Bro, it was a moment, you know what I mean? And from there, he went on to become big. Like, she gave us a moment in that ring that day where everyone was like, raw, who the hell is this girl? Even, like we said in the beginning, like, wrestling, people that are not wrestling fans were digging it. Big celebrities were digging it. People were like, raw, Naomi's sick. Do you know what I mean? And I think, bear in mind, like, a lot of these other people that didn't watch wrestling probably saw Naomi from flipping Total Divas or something, do you know what I mean? Not seeing how she was in the ring. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, she's sick. She's sick at what she does. Do you get what I mean?
No, she does.
100%.
It, but it's just for me. It's not really. I'd rather put a Lacey Evans higher than her right now. That's just personally me.
What?
Is that because you
Hey,
see her? Is that 'cause
yo.
Wait,
oh wait,
what?
hear
You're talking about having chances. She's had bare chances.
Mr. Controversial.
Hear him out.
Oh,
Is that
say what you
because
want to say. I want to go on a rant. Say what you want to say.
I'll get everyone's head spinning. Look, yeah, I'll tell you why I'm more invested in Lacey Evans. I know Lacey's story more than Naomi's story, fam.
What's Lacey's story?
Lacey's story is obviously she's sassy, but if you hear her background, she was a Marine working for the army. So she really does care about people. Like, I understand more about Lacey and about the way she's grown up and that more than Naomi. Naomi, all I see is that she has arguments with her dad about freaking fried chicken. Gets into arguments.
What?
Have you watched Total Divas? Have you watched Total Divas? Okay, then.
I used to watch it.
Okay, then. And then freaking almost getting whacked out by Jimmy Uso in the back of the locker room. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Listen, I'm not saying Naomi's not great or anything, but like, don't fucking put her up like she needs a chance. She's already had her chance. She's known. She's a wrestler. She's known. She's respected.
Okay.
Look at her comeback.
If she's a wrestler, you're gonna say, oh, well, they're known. They're
no, but I mean, she's an accomplished, established wrestler. What more do you want to give her?
A program.
I don't.
A program. She was on Total Divas.
No, what's that? No, you do what I'm saying. As in a feud, a moment, an actual.
A moment, yeah, Like
since Royal Rumble, she's not been able to
give us more time with her on camera, bro. Give us more time. You know what I mean? Give us a.
Let me hear what Dels will say. I know you got a rant. I mean, let me hear this.
Okay.
Let's go.
Booker T, I love you, but fuck you. You're a fucking coon. Because let's start off here, yeah? He says that wrestling is based off merit. And so when I hear merit, I'm talking about talent. Okay, cool. Mick Foley himself said, if wrestling was based on talent, Taka Michinoku would have been a WWF champion. Right. And let's even put black wrestlers out of this as well. Let's look at Japanese wrestlers. It's only till Asuka and Shinsuke came in that Japanese wrestlers were taken seriously. Merit is not accredited within WWE.
Yep.
Within wrestling. Let's look at it. WCW, the first world black champion was in 1992. Booker T debuted maybe 93, 94. It took Booker T 8 years to win his first world heavyweight title. He won it in a time when WCW was sinking. So let's say if WCW at the time was doing as well as it was a few years prior, and it had all of its stars, who's to say that Booker T wouldn't have won the title till like 2002, 2003? So what's he talking about? Naomi has been in WWE since 2009. So you're telling me that she hasn't worked hard enough, that it's only based, it's like she's not credible enough to win it. That is like after 11 years, she still has to work harder. That doesn't make any sense. People that like, fam, black women wrestlers have come into WWE.
Natalia has to work on it. Would you say Natalia has to work harder?
No, but she's in a position where
you know
she's seen this time in a program. The problem with Naomi. The problem we've had with Naomi is that they keep giving us pushes, like start and stop pushes.
Yeah.
So for people to not be, I understand. But at the same time, like we said earlier, you can't expect us to be invested in someone if you continue to stop their push and then put them in a program that they don't need to be in. It doesn't make any sense. The whole based on merit is BS. Wrestling has never been based on merit whatsoever, because if it was, we wouldn't be having these conversations. And the thing is, with Booker T, I expect Booker T to know way better. You're a black man that's struggled in this business. You're not. Why is it that our black older statesmen, they become successful and then they now start acting like this? It doesn't make sense. You're now saying, oh yeah, if Naomi spent a month with you, she'd be a star. This is something you're meant to be doing as soon as they come into the business.
Yeah.
Since she's been. Instead of you to take her under your wing then, you're now saying, if she now joins under my wing now, I can make her a star. You're a fucking idiot. That's what it is. I'm not having it whatsoever. Naomi deserves way better, and that's that. It's not an argument. It's not even that we need to argue. Why is it even a conversation? Everybody knows she deserves better. Is it her fault that she's had a start and stop push?
Yeah.
It's not her fault.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? Naomi is... if we're talking about athletes within WWE, even if we're including men as well, Naomi is top 10 without a shadow of a doubt. Black women within WWE have always been the most dominant. Forget Cameron, that was in the funk trash. But look at Jacqueline. Look at Alicia Fox. When Alicia Fox was ready to go, they let her go. So why is it that it's taken for Naomi to have one or two pushes and then that's that? It doesn't it makes no sense. And the fact that she's a black woman makes it even worse. If it was a black man, then yeah, I get it. Black men are pushed regardless. You know what I'm saying? As much as we're not at the top, black men are still pushed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as a black woman, she has a way lower ceiling than we do. So for there's no way we can argue and say, oh yeah, no, I agree. Like I get if you agree with Booker T, agree. Maybe there's certain things that he's saying make sense, but at the same time, it's like, fam, we need to fight for the black women that are doing amazing. Fam. Because who's to say that in 10 years' time we won't have the same conversation about what's her name? What's my babe's name? Someone remind me.
From what promotion?
Bianca Belair. Who's to say that we'll have the same conversation about Bianca Belair? Who's to say we'll have the same conversation? So
I think that Bianca Belair gonna get that push though.
You see what? Yeah, you see with this situation, I kind of feel like everyone that came from NXT, you know, the Charlottes, the Baileys, the Sasha Banks, I feel like they're building up from them lot upwards. If you weren't in that NXT batch, you're not going to get an opportunity. If you're there during the Total Divas era with the Divas Championship, I kind of feel like they're just going to leave you behind. That's why they're pushing Banks, Bailey, and Charlotte to the moon. And I feel like everyone that comes after them, they're all getting their pushes because they went through that NXT phase.
But my thing is, Naomi was in NXT before Sasha was in NXT before all of them.
Wait, Naomi was in NXT?
Yeah,
she was in NXT. That's why she became NXT.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
What makes it even worse? We spoke about the whole Royal Rumble thing. Okay, cool. We like to say that WWE likes to capitalize off big moments. Fam, this is one of the biggest moments for a black woman you could have capitalized on. You have people like Kiki Palmer saying, if there was a biopic
she'll play Naomi.
I'll play Naomi. So does this not tell you that, listen, we've got people that are invested in this product that don't watch this product? That, this is like, fam, more time than none, I accept that WWE are fake when it comes to this supporting black people stuff. I've accepted it. The whole Kofi thing, I've accepted it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes humor us and just make us think that you care. If you really cared about black women, you push Naomi to the moon. Because the thing is, I love Sasha Banks, but she's there because of nepotism. Snoop Dogg's her cousin, Ray J's her cousin, Brandy's her cousin. So of course she's gonna get the big push. WWE's got a partner, has got a relationship with Snoop Dogg, so of course she's gonna do well. But Naomi has someone that's had to grind. She was put she was put with what's his name?
Titus
Brodus Clay. She was put with him and Cameron, who's one of the worst female wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. One of the most bad attitude women that have been in WWE. Good thing she's left because she was shit. You know what I'm saying? But Naomi has had to grind. Yeah. And the thing is, Booker T, and the fact is that people like Booker T, people like Mark Henry, these are people that need to be apologizing to people like Leo Rush. You've seen someone that has grinded the way you've grinded. You've had to go from the bottom to work. You've had a few pushes here and there, but it's not been the most illustrious career. Booker T should really be up there with The Rock.
I should.
100%.
Booker T should really be up there with The Rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest fan of Mark Henry, but Mark Henry really should be up there when we're talking about WWE. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not able to grasp that it takes way longer for us to be able to get to the top, and we're not even there for long, then why is this even a discussion? This person deserves better. I'm not saying that WWE should have token champions, because I feel like all the champions that have all the black wrestlers that have been champions in WWE haven't been token. They've all been exceptional champions. But at the same time, fam, bro, it's not hard.
Because it's mad how it's okay when, you know, you're talking about moments, because everyone saw Kofi Mania, that was a moment, and they captured it. So it's like, it's mad how there's this, like, the goalpost keeps getting moved. And even now I'm looking at the matches that Naomi's had, and there was a whole, like, almost 2 months she went wrestling, and then when she wrestles, she loses to Lacey Evans, and then 2 weeks later loses to Lacey Evans. Well, that's in July, and then in May loses to Dana Brooke in a minute 40. Like and then she went for a whole month, and then in April she loses to Dana Brooke again for 4 minutes. It's like, and since the Royal Rumble was in January, so since January she's had 12 matches. She's lost every single one of them, and it's like you talk about a story. She hasn't got a chance to tell her story. She doesn't have a chance to even have a competitive match where you can be like, what we saw in a Royal Rumble. Remember, she was in a Royal Rumble for about 2 to 3 minutes. Did mad things.
Did bits, yeah.
I never remembered that. She did bits in she maximized her minutes. And there's even less minutes since then and less moments. Of course everyone's gonna be like, oh, we don't care, because you've not even let her wrestle, bro.
Bro, do you know what's even mad, yeah? I'm checking it now. Do you know Pro Fight DB, yeah? Bro, she hasn't won a match this year.
That's mad.
Actually, what's another thing? And what's another thing that hurts me? Are you telling me someone like Naomi couldn't main event WrestleMania?
100.
Are you telling me someone like Naomi, like, burn everything that people feel like they know about her, but if you actually hear her story and what she actually stands up for, are you telling me that she's not someone that's as prolific as someone like...
She has one, correct me, sorry. She has one match, yeah. She has one match.
You know what I'm saying? Are you telling me that Naomi isn't someone as prolific as Titus O'Neil or someone like that fights for something? Like,
yeah.
Naomi has a lot to fight for. So if like, I'm going to be very honest. If I don't see Naomi or Bianca Belair main event WrestleMania in the next 5 years, I'm never going to watch WWE again. I'm being deadly serious.
Never gonna watch WWE again.
Because Charlotte's not a better wrestler than Naomi. Becky's not a better wrestler than Naomi.
Wait, Blacks, before you pop off, yeah, think about the opportunity that Charlotte has had. She's been able to have 10, 15, 20-minute matches. She's been able to be in stipulation matches. Naomi's not gotten that. If you gave her even a tables match, if you gave her a story, a feud, and a stipulation, guarantee you're gonna get a stick match. She hasn't been able to get that. So of course, on perception, you're gonna say, oh well, how can Naomi be better than Charlotte with X, Y, Z? Look how spotlighted Charlotte has been since arrival. Since the minute she arrived, she's been spotlighted.
Look, I can say,
and even throughout not having those chances, she still shined, fam. So imagine she got a little bit of shine, fam. She will be popping off differently.
Versy, listen. Versy, before you go, Versy, listen to what these people do for Naomi. Yeah? They all describe Naomi as if she's a black football player. She's got raw talent. She's the most athletic. Fam, we know that. It's for you lot to know that she's the flipping star she is, and make her the star. Wow, bro, there's only so much we can do. And the thing is, what we've done, hear me out, what we've done is we've made this woman go viral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's look at it. Let's look at the times the people have had the power. The people had the power for Daniel Bryan. What did he get? He main event in WrestleMania. Yeah. People had the power for Kofi Kingston. Yeah. Kofi won the WWE title. Yeah. People have had the power to make Naomi viral. Naomi was number 1. Royal Rumble was number 2. Like, am I making sense? Do you know how mad that is? Yeah. When WWE does a pay-per-view, they always trend number 1. Yeah. So some of your biggest stars were at that show. Brock Lesnar was at that show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Roman was at that show.
The Fiend was also there.
The Fiend was there.
Even Drew was getting his rise, but he won.
Drew won. You know what I'm saying? Some of the biggest stars for WWE were there, but Naomi trended number 1. So that speaks a lot of volumes. That's what I'm saying. There's a lower ceiling for our black women, and for us to now like my thing is, if you agree with Booker, agree with him. You get what I'm saying? But fam, the writing is on the wall. You get what I'm saying? The writing is on the wall. When we're now limiting Naomi to Summer Rae. Summer Rae was pants. Why have we got Naomi in the same class as Summer Rae?
That's not true.
Why have we got Naomi in the same class as Lana? Fam, like, are you deep in it? These are people that can't wrestle. But we've got Naomi in that brand. And that's Tamina as well. Tamina's one of the most talented people.
Tamina's sick.
What's going on, people? It's your boy, Big Wavy Roy Johnson, and you're listening to WRESTHINGS.
Yo, I think we're a bit over the top there, man. Because obviously, I think that's a low blow. Because Naomi's already a former champion. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
No, but we get that. Look, we get that.
It's not been on one occasion.
We get that, but I think
Eugene, Nicholas is a former champion. What are we talking about?
Hey, listen. Nicholas
is a former champion.
Man said he can put that on his CV.
Hey, blacks. Listen, yeah. I think that's not an argument.
Wait. Which of the women have actually got their belt customized? Naomi.
Yeah.
They've given her the chance. Look, she had an injury. She lost her chance.
She should get one chance. So she should get one chance where Charlotte is getting 12, 13, 14 chances.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Wait.
In 4 years.
Hey, blacks. Let me give you some background story about this whole thing. So basically, Leo Rush's argument was that Naomi could easily be 10-time champ. That's what he was gaining. That's what he was trying to get at. It wasn't saying, Naomi should just have a moment and just fizzle out. She can easily be 10-time champ. Same way Charlotte's a 10-time champ. Or same way Becky Lynch could be. You know what I mean? That's his argument.
Maybe.
So it's not a maybe.
You know what it is?
Charlotte, Naomi should be in the mix. Let's be real.
Yeah.
There's certain wrestlers that when they don't have to be in the main event, but when they're in the mix, they're in the mix. Man like Randy Orton, people like AJ Styles. Are you telling me that as a female, Naomi's not of that caliber?
Yeah, former champion can put on a sick match if given opportunity.
Yeah,
man always delivers.
All right,
at first, you'll get a good match.
Yeah, but
she can make it look good as well.
I feel like she's in that mix though.
She's not.
She's not, bro.
She's not, bro.
Okay, her last championship match was at Super Showdown. That was in February.
Was that a multi-man match? Multi-woman match?
No, sorry.
Is that fair four-way?
WrestleMania. There was a fatal five-way.
Fatal five-way, yeah.
And after that, there was a Money in the Bank qualifier, and she lost it. She didn't even get into the main mix. So since March, she's not even sniffed the championship.
And what about prior to that?
Prior to that, she
Prior
won.
to that, there was
She beat Bailey. She won by DQ. What? Yeah, she won by.
No. The championship, man. Championship-wise.
Championship-wise, okay.
Bailey at Super Showdown. Before that, there was a contendership for that same match, and in February there was a fatal four-way that Carmella won. Before that, it was a Rumble, and before that, last year, almost a year ago, last year, July, for the Raw Women's title.
But she was
before that, gone. She didn't get a championship match for months, bro.
Yep. Well, you see, with Naomi, it's tight because remember, Charlotte's only been in the main roster for 4 years. They've given her 12 championship reigns.
Let's go.
4 years.
And man, deep it. She won the NXT championship, and she didn't even compete. She only competed on NXT how many times? I think it was once for the champ. She only defended it once on NXT. The rest of she was gallivanting SmackDown. Even main event she was gallivanting. She was gallivanting Raw as well, bro.
Did she not win the Royal Rumble as well? She won the Royal Rumble too.
Charlotte.
Flair.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
They've given so many opportunities to Charlotte. It's nuts.
Put Charlotte Flair in the ring with anyone, she is going to give you a 10 out of 10 performance. Anyone.
No.
The reason why is because Charlotte's a good wrestler, but she's getting the opportunities, whereas Naomi could be getting those opportunities as well.
But
they don't give it to her.
And she can cut a good promo, and she's got a good brand.
Yeah, but bro, she's been listen, blacks. Of course that's the case. Why? Because she's had the chance to be in that spotlight and develop in that spotlight, and now she's been able to become a star. So you put her there, and you're gonna get a star-making match because she is now a star. Naomi hasn't had that chance, and when she gets that chance, it's so short that by the time it's over, it's done. And
it's forgotten. Yeah, it's forgotten. Yeah, forgotten.
Again, doing random stuff, and then by the time when they need to fill a feud, Naomi, she's a former champion. Bring it in.
So all these mistakes that Naomi is making, who are we blaming this on?
Everyone makes mistakes, though.
What do you mean mistake? What do you mean mistake?
Yeah,
what mistakes?
What mistakes?
Not mistakes, but what V was carrying on. What I mean by her mistakes is her title runs. I don't remember them.
Do you know? Wait. Let me pause.
But that's not her mistake though. Isn't that
her
down
title
to the
run?
Well, whose mistake is it then? That's what I'm trying to say.
But wait.
He's only had 2 title runs.
Okay, sorry, go on, Laps.
No, I was saying she's only had 2 title runs. One was for like 3 months. The other one was for 8 days because she was injured.
Yeah.
Isn't that okay? Cool.
Her injury wasn't even mad as well, but they still made her vacate the title.
Vacate the title, yeah, I remember that.
Bro.
But
Even
okay, cool.
Charlotte said she deserves more. What are we talking about, fam?
Even okay, guys, Mandem.
Even Charlotte herself said that she deserves more.
Listen, Mandem, yeah.
Are you telling me that Naomi and Charlotte in a 20-minute banger wouldn't like? Fam, that would change your mind.
Imagine a best of 3 between them two.
That'll be sick.
Actual story. It would be mad, bro.
I'm not
What
saying
you'll be saying, you'll be like, wow, Naomi's a star. She should be.
I think he will. Blacks will definitely have a Sasha Banks moment. The same way that
exactly.
Sasha Banks moment. You're gonna have a Sasha Banks moment.
Because the thing is, the point is, you're getting to see it now on the stage it deserves, and then you now go, you know what? Because right now you can't imagine it because you haven't seen it, and I understand that. But that's what we're saying. It's not her problem. She's not been booked since her title run in 2017. 2017. It's almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
She's not been able to be even back in that mix. So of course, if you look at that for 3 years, you'll think, she was a flash in the pan. She had her chance, like you said, and she's done. But she's not even sniffed the mix. Not even had a close, cool match where you can be like, oh, that was a moment. She had the last moment was again this year at Royal Rumble. So if you judge it by that, the last title run 3 years ago, she had a moment. She keeps losing. By those merits, you'll think, she's had her moment. But she's not been able to actually do what she does best, which is wrestle. She's a sick wrestler, 100%. Facts.
I'm not saying that.
But yeah, Sam, to answer your question, you said whose fault was it, or isn't it the higher ups that are writing these storylines and that sort of stuff?
As an individual, you should be talking up in these situations.
What her?
But wait.
What she should be speaking up?
Of course.
Where's that landed anyone? Look at EC3. Look at you Ambrose. Everyone speaks up.
Even you listen to like every person that's left WWE, like for example, you listen to them on the Historical podcast. Whenever they speak up, things never happen, fam. Like it always goes sour for them, bro.
Was pitching ideas. EC3 was pitching ideas. FTR was pitching ideas. Matt Hardy was pitching ideas. They didn't want to sit in their arse and just be like, "Oh, I'm getting paid." They all were going to Vince's office constantly. It's like just getting popped off again. That's cool, and it goes to somebody else.
Exactly. More time than none. It's not like, let's say with us, if we've got an idea, we pitch it in the group chat. Sometimes it's not like a forward stream where you can just go straight to Vince. Sometimes there's like 5 different writers you have to go through.
Right, that you have to go through. Yeah.
Someone can go say When you now see Vince can be like, "Right, I didn't get this idea. This person hasn't even bothered to go and tell Vince." So it's not that cut and dry. We can't just say speak up, because it's like you can, but then again, we have to remember there's so many tiers in terms of like leadership. Yeah. Some people don't even have their own relationship with Vince McMahon. Some people don't even see him until it's the day of the actual show. So it's not that easy to say that just go and speak up. Not everyone can speak up. And then some people aren't just that inclined. Sometimes people are just like submissive, like, you know what, I'm comfortable with the job I have, I'm comfortable with the money I'm making. You know, it could be way worse. Let me just firm it. But then it's like sometimes it takes for us, the viewers, to see it and be like, "Wow, this person deserves way better, way better."
Outside looking in.
Trust me. But yo, bro, that was bro. That hashtag still has to keep going, man. Honestly, Naomi deserves much better, man. But I think that's it for questions for Ask Wrestling for today. Is there any more stuff we need to cover, or is that?
I think that's it. I just want to quickly point something out.
Yeah, go on.
In terms of like this merit thing, because I don't know, like I'm never usually this fired up when it comes to a podcast. But I'm not gonna lie to you, that whole thing annoyed me, because it's like I feel like, especially I think with the last few months with like the whole Black Lives Matter and like just like seeing what a lot of the black wrestlers are going through. For me, it's kind of like, fam, you man have suffered. Like you owed a lot. You man that have just retired. You man have suffered. So shouldn't you guys be a bit wiser with the choice of words you lot say? And it's like, I don't get it. So I just want to point this out,
Yo, it's Anafi here, and you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast by the Mandem for the Mandem. Blah, blah, blah.
Because Booker T made this whole thing like, it's based on merit, but it's really not that. So I'm going to... Ring of Honor have only had 2 black world champions within their history. WCW only had 2 black champions. New Japan have only had 1 black champion. TNA
Mhm.
Impact have only had 2 black champions. CZW have had 5 black champions. PWG have had 3 black champions. WWE have had 3 or 4, give or take, depending on if you class the Rockers black. Full Impact Pro have had 2 black champions. And Evolve, which is now owned by WWE, have had 2 black champions.
What about
World, this is their world's title, not their like tag team or midweight title. So that's just to give people an idea that if we're more or less saying that's based on merit, especially with a lot of these brands that have had decent, okay, maybe not New Japan. I don't think they've had that many black people, and maybe so TNA. I know the rest have had a lot of black people. That just goes to show that really and truly, it's not based on merit. It's not based on talent. It's based on what they decide to give you.
And it's based on who they like. It's based on who they like, not on. You know what I mean?
And what they see in the person.
Yeah, if Vince likes you, he'll make you a champion. Simple.
I just want to say one thing. Shelton Benjamin should have been world heavyweight champion in 2004. He should have been world heavyweight champion when he was feuding with Triple H.
He got a victory over him.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Even with the Jericho 1 day thing, just to test they do it all the time. They did it with RVD years ago, and then he gets the championship years later, just to test the reaction, just to see. People are ready for these things. You just got to go there. Because if we're always perceived as mid-carders, then there wasn't going to be a mid-carder. But if you take that step and even let them hold the championship, you're like, no, that looks kind of calm.
Yeah.
And you drop the seed.
That's literally it. So, big up CCW because they've had the most black champions. And
big them up.
Leo Rush, Shane Strickland, and all the other Mandem.
Man like Ruckus. Yeah, man.
Big them up, man.
I've enjoyed this episode. It's been
Same.
Good time. I've been looking at everything with that whole Naomi thing. I'll be thinking, I need to talk about this because I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not everyday nyash. Sometimes talk about the real stuff that's going on in the world. and fam, and it's like the whole speaking out thing that we have to be able to like see what is wrong and be able to like just speak out and be able to speak out. Facts. Because at the end of the day, it's like there's only so much these women can do. If we can't actually speak out for them and just like show them how much we support them, it's going to be another Kofi situation. And it's like, as much as Naomi's had the title, but it's like, what has been done with it? Now that Kofi's won the title, we can now see, Kofi's actually won the material. So now it's like, okay, cool. At any time, if Kofi's to now go back in the picture, oh shit, Kofi's going to go back for the title. I can imagine it now. If they'd done this earlier with certain people like Shelton Benjamin could have easily won the title. MVP. Now looking back, I feel like MVP could have easily been a world champion. Fam, they sold MVP from the get-go. The what did they say? The highest highest paid that's been signed to. Like if that doesn't gas you and think, this person must be a big deal. And even his Intercontinental, his United States title reign, they done sick with that. His feud with Matt Hardy, sick. His feud with Chris Benoit, sick. His feud with MVP, sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Kane, fam. It's not like the talent isn't there. We've got enough black wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? And we've got black wrestlers dominating in each sector. We've got big black men that are sick. We've got black high flyers that are probably some of the best in the world. I don't know a high flyer that's probably better than Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. Maybe Will Ospreay can make the argument, but I still feel like Ricochet is better than him. You know
what's my man's name? Montez Ford.
Exactly.
Come on, that frog splash is a madness. So no one can touch him on that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we haven't got the people that can fill in these blanks. That isn't a prototype. These people have the DNA in them. Like these people have seen the people come before them, have seen, this is how they've been treated, and have been able. You know what I'm saying? Fam, black people are the best in the world. Let's be real. Like we've got the wrestlers that are there. It's just a matter of for the companies to see that.
Platform. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what?
Another thing. Yeah, go on, bro. So I know I'll be ranting all day. AEW, you don't have some black wrestlers to sign. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bro, listen.
You got all the dark skinned man on AEW Dark, but you man can't sign them. Are you man dumb?
Always losing.
And they're always fam.
That's what I want to say, fam. Because
it's dark. So you can have dark people on dark, but you can't have them on Dynamite.
Well, Chris Jericho said all lives matter, so that says a lot, innit?
Oh, God.
That's your hero, man.
Damn, why Y2J, man?
I'm saying, no, fam, I could talk all day when it comes to these black wrestlers because, fam, it's just gotten to a point where it's like, fam, just hearing a lot of these black wrestlers speak up and just see what they have to say. It's like, fam, is it that hard?
Yeah, is it hard? Yeah, is it that
But
hard?
then you got man like Mark Henry and Booker T that are coming to just come and do Kunle.
Shakara.
coming to do Kunle. I don't get it. Fam,
I'm not gonna lie though.
Kunle, fam.
I'm not gonna lie. What's different about the industry now is there's a huge influx of black wrestlers now. In fact, bro, 3 years ago, I didn't know any black wrestlers.
Yeah,
I used to go on YouTube and search black wrestlers. I didn't know any other black wrestler other than.
It'll come up with 2K calls, isn't it?
Fam, I discovered Leo Rush, bro. I discovered Leo Rush on 2K17.
Yeah.
I didn't know who Rush was until I played 2K17. And then I searched him and I was like, bro, he's a real person. I didn't know Shane Strickland.
You know how mad that is, bro?
Bro,
that's funny, but that's also peak, bro. That you're so used to not seeing your own people in a position that you think they're not real. You know how murk it is, fam.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Hey, do you know what's even mad about this year? You might not gonna laugh at me, but I've always said this, innit? You know, it's the first actual black wrestler I got taken to, like when I first actually watched wrestling, because obviously at the time
Junkyard Dog.
it was no, it's not even Junkyard Dog.
Coco Beware.
No, it's like, you're gonna laugh when I say this guy's name, because obviously I was watching tapes of 90s wrestling, bro. It was Virgil, and I always wanted Virgil to win. I used to watch that tape and thinking, can Virgil win this time? He never used to win. Do you get what I mean? The first black wrestler I actually saw was Virgil. And that was when he wasn't even part of Ted DiBiase. That's when he was doing his own thing. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always wanted him to win. Always wanted him to win. When I watched these tapes, because I had bare tapes, I was like, bro, please let Virgil win all the time. Please let Virgil. Virgil never won.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? There's even a match of him and the Mountie. He nearly won, but bro, he got snuffed. They electrocuted him. You know what I mean? That's mad.
I don't know any good memory about Virgil, you know.
No, bro, to be honest, yeah. It's deep, but they've even made Virgil a meme now, and I'm like, fam, Virgil was I liked it back in the day, fam. Do you get what I mean? And it's nuts, man. It's
I don't have any good memories of Virgil.
If you guys was watching TNA at the time in 2009, 2010, do you remember the Pope?
Yeah.
When 2010 started, and him and Mr. Anderson came in, they were literally positioned as just like, this is gonna be like the teenage version of like The Rock and Stone Cold in terms of charisma, not ability, just charisma because of how much presence he had. And the way Pope was pushed, it was like, we're actually gonna see it. And he's only had one match for the championship. He lost to AJ in lockdown when Ric Flair was there. That was it. He just was done. And for the rest of his career, he didn't even sniff that championship. And it's just mad where you see someone who you think that's the one that's going to break it. That's the one who's going to. They're too sick not to. They're too sick. They have to get through. They don't. You get to the point where you just feel like, and this is before COVID, you think, bam, so we're just always going to sniff Intercontinental, US Championship, Tag Championship, Cruiserweight Championship. All right, cool.
R.I.P.
Our British Bulldog.
R.I.P. Viscera.
Viscera, I say British Bulldog from.
He should have become a world champion.
He shouldn't have.
Oh, yeah, okay, listen.
God rest his soul, but he should never have become a world champion.
Viscera became world champion.
Impossible.
He won the King of the Ring, though.
In 2K, no, it's 2K.
Viscera was crap. Viscera was the worst.
Are you crazy? Are you? Whoa.
Viscera was dead.
Now, no, he wasn't dead. He wasn't.
Viscera is basically Mark Henry with two left feet.
I'm done.
I'm done.
Viscera can do a spinning heel kick, mate.
Huh?
Yeah.
Where on his? Anyways, God rest his soul.
What's the match with him and Bobby Lashley?
I personally don't. Wait, what? Did you bring up Bobby Lashley?
What's the match with him and Bobby Lashley?
What's going on, people? It's your boy, Big Wavy Roy Johnson, and you're listening to WRESTHINGS.
Remember when he was stalking Lillian Garcia?
They had man posed as a sexual predator. Like, is that what we want for our people?
Listen,
come on, man.
When he became Big Daddy V, he should have become a world champion.
He should have been ECW champion.
ECW champion, yeah.
I wouldn't, but I personally don't think he was good. Like, yeah.
No way. No way.
Listen, before we do close this whole thing, I just want to point out there. I just want to say a final point in it. Just like
best Viscera match. Best Viscera match.
Just best what is it?
Best Viscera match. What's his best matches?
Bro, if I'm honest, I can't think of one off head right now.
The only memorable thing about Viscera is when they brought the snake to Royal Rumble and he ran out the ring.
Only thing I remember was when he was part of the Ministry of Darkness. That's all. That's the only thing I remember, and that's deep.
I like a lot of big men, innit? That sounds very weird.
Pause, fam.
I like you get me the super heavyweight wrestlers.
Yeah. No, which is fam. We all do. You know what I'm saying? But if we're talking in terms of like levels, like I'm not gonna lie to you, Viscera is not even cutting it in top 10, not even top 20.
Wait. Hey, listen, before we go here, let me just...
Hornswoggle is a bigger guy than him.
Oh, you dare now.
I'm done.
Stop this. He has to watch a Viscera match. Do you know who fucking Big Daddy V is, bro?
Viscera hasn't had a better match than Hornswoggle. What are we talking about, fam?
Hornswoggle? That's my arsehole, bro. Get the fuck out of it. Viscera, bro, is hard. I don't want to hear it. I'm so...
Has he had a better match than Hornswoggle?
Oh, throw Hornswoggle out of a window, out of a balcony.
The WRC match is better than...
Are you crazy, fam? Hornswoggle compared to Viscera.
Viscera's not had a better match than Hornswoggle.
Oh, shut up now, Del, man. No, man. Don't be silly.
Okay. Before we cut you, sorry to cut you, Versi. Okay, if we're talking in terms of big men, where would you put Viscera in your top 10? Would you put him in your top 10?
Nah, I'll put him...
Yeah, he'll be in my top 10, actually.
Okay, yes. What number? What number?
You know what, yeah? His in-ring ability is amazing. I'll put him in my top...
What?
I'll probably put him seventh.
So who's he behind? Who's just above him then?
Who?
Who's number 6 then?
Oh, man's put me under the pressure like that. Oh God, no! You just made me... Taker's number one.
Taker's number one. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll have that. Who's number 2? Who's number 2?
Hey, what was the question?
So big men are people that went over £300, yeah?
Hey, Laps, did you put Viscera in your top 10? For big men?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, for big wrestlers?
Yeah, for big men.
No.
Fine, innit? Because he was a jobber, that's why.
Who?
Because Viscera was a jobber, that's why.
So why do you put him in your top 10?
I don't think it was...
If it's a jobber, why do you put him in your top 10?
Okay, all right, I'll name my top 10. Cool.
Cool.
Taker. I want to say Andre the Giant, but
I think
he's gonna be there anyway.
But the problem is this. Yeah, we're saying, okay, Andre the Giant. Are you saying it for his wrestling ability, or are you just saying it because he's like a legend like?
Let's talk like wrestling ability and match quality. Let's not just say who we like.
Because you said Viscera's a sick wrestler. So I need to know.
No, you lot have not actually taken in recent Viscera matches, bro. I even told you a couple podcasts ago, yeah. No, you're making me laugh. We even said a proper. I think it was, I don't know what podcast, but I even said watch a Viscera match. You lot have not watched it yet. You lot are still concluding.
Bro, okay, that's bro. Remember what I said? I said.
Okay, cool. So name your top 10. Your top 10 big men.
All right, Taker.
So what? Your top 10 big men. Your top 10. Taker, go on.
No particular order. Taker. Big Show.
Yeah.
Viscera. No particular order.
What is number 3?
No, we need order because you put Viscera 7th. So we need
put
order.
Carly in your top 10.
What?
You put Carly in your top 10.
Impossible.
Okay.
Impossible.
Information.
Impossible.
No, you must put Joey Gonzalez there then.
Because I have to put Abyss as well. Abyss, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Kevin Nash, Diesel. That's right.
Oh, fuck off. Man said Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash is cold.
So wait.
Kevin Nash.
Wait.
Please. Kevin Nash is a shit wrestler. Shit.
Compared to Viscera.
Yes, compared to Viscera. Yes. No. Oh my God. Let me tell you the reason, yeah? Let me tell you the reason. Because Diesel was pushed. Diesel was pushed to become champion. Viscera has never had that push. Please, look at Viscera in the ring. Oh,
He did get pushed. He got King of the Ring and he fumbled it.
He didn't fumble it.
He fumbled it.
They couldn't push him enough. They push him higher enough.
Blacks, name five Viscera matches then that are better than Kevin Nash, please, I beg. You can't do it.
I was just about to say it. It's easy. Him and Chris Benoit, watch the match. Him and Chris Benoit, please, I beg.
You won that match.
Benoit, watch the match with Lashley. Watch the match with Cena. I can name more.
Name more there.
Watch the match with him and Mark Henry. Even watch the match with him and Cena.
Viscera Midian.
You lot are mocking it because
I said Viscera Midian.
It's in-ring performance. No, because you lot haven't watched it. I swear on my life. Yeah, no. Here's what I'm gonna do. Flip this, Sam. Be honest with me. You lot have to be honest. You lot are gonna watch a Viscera match, yeah. If you don't like it, yeah, obviously I already owe you P.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you lot P. I'll give you lot.
This is homework. This is homework for me.
Okay, no. The truth is, okay, to make this fair, I think Sam should give us the matches. Let Sam give us the matches, right, as opposed to us finding a dead match.
Yeah.
So we didn't like it. Let Sam choose.
All I need to say, just watch the freaking Viscera and
No, bro. I want you to think about it. Because I don't want you to think about the matches, then come back to us. Don't now just throw any matches. Because if the match is dead, no, you've got time. No, we'll give you time. We'll wait till the next podcast. We'll give you time. Give us a few matches. If we like it, then cool. If you don't, then I'll say. So, but before we end, let's all name like our top five big men. Our big men.
Top five. Okay, cool. Top five. I was gonna just clear up my point before we obviously talk about this, innit? Because I know a lot of people are gonna listen to this podcast and misconstrue what I said about the whole when people are speaking out and stuff. Like I'm for it, and I'm always with the victims and stuff, innit? So yeah, just please don't misconstrue what I said into thinking that I have no sympathy for these people, or do you get what I mean, guys? Yeah, that's what I just want to put that point out there. Just before anyone misconstrues that little segment there and says, "Oh, this guy doesn't give a f about blah blah blah," or "This guy's a enabler" or whatever. I'm not that. I'm just
Yo, it's Naomi here, and you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast by the Mandem for the Mandem. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So top five big men. Yeah. So I'll go in like this. Number 1, Kane, Undertaker, Big Show. I don't think it has to be in order. Big man. Does Brock Lesnar count as a big man? Big man?
No, I wouldn't say he's not like a super heavyweight.
Yeah, let's say like super heavyweight.
Okay,
like 30 pounds plus.
Okay. Okay, come back to me. Because I don't want to say anyone stupid.
I feel you.
I'm trying to think then.
Go on, I'll say mine.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Taker, Kane, Big Show, Abyss, Viscera.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my!
Man still added Viscera to the list.
Okay, cool, guys. So what have I said so far? I said Kane, Undertaker, Big Show. I'm adding Vader to that list, and I'm also gonna add Yokozuna. Done.
Solid.
And also honorable mention, yeah, Keith Lee as well.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'll say he is there. Wait. Black, so you say this was better than Keith Lee? I beg, my friend.
Did you see what I just said? I
just
switched to Big Show, who's number 3, to Keith Lee.
Okay, cool. I was about to dash my laptop.
So this was still your list.
Still there.
Hey, yo.
Fine.
Hey, see the way you man used to go to me when I say Hulk Hogan leg drop was to be sick. I'm sorry, Sam, but this is how it feels, fam. Bro, I had to go.
I'm fine.
I had to go for 3 months.
I'm in the right because regardless of their biased thoughts, when they watch the match and they say, Sam, okay,
so that's why you have to think carefully about the match. You can't just pick any Jaga match. You have to make sure the match is a solid one.
No Jaga.
one match that Dave Meltzer will see and say, yeah, 5-star. You know what? I'm even going to check.
Also, guys, hey, forget, bro. Do you know, let me not even get. I'll leave that for another topic for next episode, fam. About Dave Meltzer's ratings and that.
Okay.
All right. So, I got. What you guys
go.
No, go on, Versi.
Abyss. Umaga.
Oh my God, Sam!
Big Show.
Take off Kane for
Umaga. If we include them.
For Umaga. I can take Kane for Umaga, but sorry, carry on, V. Carry on, V.
If we can include him, I'll say Samoa Joe. If I can't,
Samoa Joe's he's a big guy. Yeah, he's a big man.
All right.
That means Brock's a big guy.
How many have I said?
You said four. Abyss.
4. So my fifth. I'm gonna say Rikishi.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I can't argue that Rikishi is sick. Rikishi, he was sick.
He's cold. I would say my top 5 is The Undertaker, 2003 Kane when he was unmasked and he was just a beast. The Big Show. Giant Gonzalez.
Oh, get the hell out of here, please.
I'm gonna take that. He's better.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, yeah. I'm gonna take that back. I remember there was one podcast episode I said,
right? No.
There's one podcast episode I said time ago. Do you know what's mad about Giant Gonzalez? Yeah, ever since when he fought in WWE, yeah. Do you know he never completed the match with Undertaker? He never actually completed the match.
Yeah.
Undertaker beat him by a clothesline.
Yeah.
Deep
he was bad. I'm joking. He's not on my list. Mark Henry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Mark
yeah.
Henry.
Yeah. I should have thought that. Yeah.
And I don't know the last one. You know, I don't really know too many big wrestlers, so I'll just put Kevin Nash in there as well because I like his TNA run.
Yeah. Now, Kevin Nash's Diesel was sick as well. So like I always have to go back into the thing.
He wasn't even great, man. I'll put Razor Ramon higher than freaking Diesel, fam. No.
But Razor Ramon's not big. He's a big man.
Razor's a big man, fam. What?
Actually, no, Razor Ramon's but he's not favorite though.
Razor's 6'6".
Did you not hear of a wrestler called Alan Bomb? He was
Adam Bomb. I know Adam Bomb. Mike Awesome is sick as well. Mike Awesome should come get.
Bam Bam.
Mike Awesome is sick on there as well. Hey, what's your top 5? Go up.
Yo, he's frozen.
Fam, it's not a Viscera talk, fam.
Man's buffering, fam. Look at him.
Yo, he's frozen, cuz.
Ooh. You know who's underrated, yeah? Oh. Dell's gone. This
He's gone. Hey, Mercy, what was that? Hey, you gotta have good internet when you come on this podcast, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That is hilarious.
You better cook it.
Yo.
I'm sweating, fam. Yeah. Hey, Sam, you need to give us these 5 matches to watch of Viscera.
Yeah, put that in.
Yeah, put that in the group, man, please. And also,
let's do 5 matches, bro. Let's go.
Fam, we're looking to give you guys more content than ever. We're looking to post as much as possible. We're trying to be as much frequent as ever now. But guys, continue to like, subscribe, comment. Continue to follow us. Continue to listen to every single episode that we've dropped. What else is there to say? 8v8s are coming back as well. We're just like finalizing a few things as well. Me and Versi are like 2 people that's represented WRESTHINGS and we've won. So yeah, the Mandem need to. I think Laps and Blacks and I don't know if Delboy
get a championship, boys.
Yeah, you man need to retain it, innit? I can't lie, you man can't be coming and losing on that. So But yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna hold it down still.
Yeah, make sure, man.
My
when it's
new
your
recruit.
time,
Know what time it is.
And also, make sure, guys, make sure in the chat, make sure you post the best Viscera matches.
or even if you're listening as well, and you know any Viscera matches, send them to us, man. Add them to us or DM us, innit? Yeah, we'll obviously give you.
Shut my guy, bro. But this is too funny, bro.
No, it's too funny, man. The Viscera
It's fine.
You're my guy, bro.
fam. It's jokes.
Oh, I free Dell.
Yeah, free Dome. My man's been locked off, man.
Free what?
Bang it internet doors, my guy.
Well, yeah, he's back. He's back. He's back.
I know, I'm fucking snitching. I deeped it. The man that were grilling you, bro. The man that were grilling you.
Hey, you. Hey, is he frozen again? Hey, I can't lie. Yeah, you was frozen. It was like for time. It was like, hey, yo, what's your top 5? You like this?
Sorry, man. My thing is acting up.
Yeah,
So
give us your top 5 before we
five.
look off, man.
My top 5: Undertaker, Kane, Samoa Joe, Umaga, and Vader.
That's it then.
Solid.
That's it.
And honourable mention to Abyss.
Abyss, yeah. That's it.
I was gonna say honourable mention to A-Train.
A-Train was cold as well.
Did this thing as Giant Bernard in New Japan.
Yeah.
Did his thing.
Yeah, man. This is a good one.
Yeah, trust me, I enjoyed it, man. This was jokes.
Glad the podcast is back.
Same.
Trust me. But yeah, Mandem, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, continue listening. I've done Nafi, aka VHS Pizzle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm always buffering, fam. You might go. Oh, go blacks.
You know, it's Mr. Controversial. As usual, like I say, always saying controversial shit. Look out for my controversial files. That series is coming soon.
Yeah.
You know, gonna be chatting a lot of shit, with a lot of wrestlers. Your favorite ones too. Underdone. Yeah.
Haha, big guap, Del Boy in the building. You know the vibes. By the Mandem for the Mandem.
Trust me.
This was
Lucha V. You know how it is. We're staying masked up. Pre and post Corona, I'm staying with the mask. You know how it is.
Hey, you're a good one. You predicted it, innit?
I know what I knew.
Trust me.
Young Laps, aka the Laps Too Cold, aka Young Guap, you know, shout out the Mandem. You'll see me again soon. Soon be on the main event.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Madison Square Gardens and that.
You know, my brother.
Trust me. But yeah, man, that's what episode is this? I don't even know. I've lost count now.
Hey, 30.
Episode 30.
Yeah, episode 30, bro.
Come on,
numbers. Come on.
Oh, come on, we should have celebrated properly, fam. But yeah, episode 30 now. Wait,
we're gonna celebrate it with Viscera matches, man. Come on.
Wait, what am I doing? Wait, what the? Episode 30 now. Episode 30 now. So yeah, man. Appreciate everyone that's been listening.
I put out 4
I put out 4.
Hey, I'm done today, man. I'm done. But yeah. Episode 30 now.
R.I.P. Viscera, you get me? Come on.
We say?
Come on, R.I.P. Viscera.
Yeah, R.I.P. Viscera, man.
Come on, every single time.
Trust me.
Every single time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll be back next week, hopefully, or 2 weeks' time. But yeah, let's see, man. We'll try to be as frequent as possible. But yeah, man. Peace, man.